Wish I could have gone to San Francisco for the event, but I had work. It was a good time. It was a good time. I had a good time. I was lied to by Benjamin on 2 accounts for why I asked Benjamin, what do people typically wear at these, you know? He was like, oh, business casual, okay? So here you'll see a picture of myself, Benjamin, and Soypill in a car after being picked up from the airport, in which exactly one person in the vehicle, one, parentheses, one person, is wearing business casual or anything even approximating it, and here are 2 motherfuckers wearing respectively, a t-shirt and a sweater. So, you know. Also, I was not informed that the venue itself was in a fucking nightclub. So it was warm as hell in there in my sport jacket, which was tweed. So basically, I was horrendously dressed for the occasion. You know, TPO, time, place, and occasion, and it didn't work. It didn't work. Not to mention wearing light oatmeal during the night, but you know, that's okay. That's fine. I had a good time. It worked out. I still got compliments. I actually got compliments on my fit from a very pretty lady who was in line. She was wearing tabbies. Turns out she was a goddamn petrochemical lobbyist. What a direction to get a compliment from, you know? So anyway, Benjamin lied to me. Benjamin died, or people lied, or something. Had a very good time. Yes, I did. Don't fall for the wiles of the pretty oil ladies. Let me make my mistakes. Thank you. These are my mistakes to make. Oh, it was good. I didn't do any content while I was there because I didn't want to. I saw this guy. It's my video. I took this video. I'm like a little citizen journalist. Yeah, I'm like, you know, I was on the scene at the time reporting. Thank you, love. So I would love to delight all of you with sensational tales of our interaction, but he actually wasn't in the VIP section. He was in the super VIP section, you know. He was up there in the ivory tower. I didn't see him. I met with a lot of people. I shook a lot of hands. So many fans there. Oh, my God. But no, he was in the super VIP section. I didn't interact with him, you know. Which means no, I didn't shoulder check him. You guys really want to burn that out real quick, huh? 3 times I popped that on stream, and you guys want to run it straight into the ground the way you do everything else? I have an idea. I know what I'm gonna type. Clickbait stream title? That is true. Got your ass. What a privilege to see Chairman Mao. I think he looks pretty good. Not my preferred styling, but you know, it's not a crime. It's not a crime to dress differently. Surprised you weren't in the super VIP section as the... Look, there's a reason he was hidden off back there, okay? I was getting mobbed walking around too. I was shaking everyone's hand. People were real nice, taking photos with me. If he was in the floor, they wouldn't have been able to move past him. He would have just been a roadblock anywhere he was. I get it, you know? No, it was good. I felt like everyone there knew me. You know? Which was very nice. Everyone was very nice. Yeah, no complaints really, except for the flight being delayed 4 hours, Benjamin lying about what to dress for, and I don't like flying in general. Oh, and the ticket was like $700. That sucked. So I have those complaints. But apart from those complaints, it was all good. 700, what the fuck? Yeah. 700 one way or both way? But both way, round trip. But like, you know, sheesh. The good parts were good. Yeah, the good parts were good. Also, I got this. I needed a suitcase. I got a Filson. So handsome. Got to run that around. Look at that. Look at that beautiful hardware and pull tab. Yep. So it's not all a loss. Yep. What'd you think of San Francisco? I mean, I didn't have time to. I was down there for less than 24 hours. But every time I've been there, it seems nice. It'd be nice if they upzoned. Really, it is a city that should have easily 10 million people in the urban area around it. You know, it is a shame that it doesn't. Why'd you say Oakland's not a part of San Francisco Bay Area? Because it is. When the fuck did I say Oakland isn't a part of the Bay Area? What are you talking about? Did you hallucinate that? When did I say that? Favorite city, but it would have been way better if something was better. Yeah, I was in Folsom, you know. Lots of pretty murals down there. No, it was a good time. It was a good time. Gay? Yes, that is true. A lot of gay people at the event, too. A lot of gay people at the event. Have you been to Portland? Yes, I've been to Portland. Oh, forgive me, I haven't got much sleep the past 2 nights. This time for conventional reasons, not for poor health reasons. Just typical had to wake up early for the flight kind of deal, though of course I didn't have to wake up early for the first flight because they ended up delaying it for 4 hours, so I just missed out on 4 hours of sleep. Hey, everyone there was gay. They had drag queens. It was nice. I was a fan of the lady on stage dressed like Luffy with the watermelon purse. Yeah. She was sweet. No, I have not been to Chicago or Omaha, Kowalski. Sorry. Maybe one day you'll see me wandering around. All right. Not gonna lie, California is beautiful. It is the most beautiful place on earth. But sadly, it's mired. It's mired by capital and the foul odor it brings with it. Plus, like homeless people or whatever. But that's also part of the, you know. So is SF still super gay? Wait, what are you talking about? Of course it is. Jesus. I'll go to Chicago one day. Anyway, it was a good time. It was a good time. Can I do something constructive here? Can I say something constructive? What did I say? I met people, I shook hands, shook a lot of hands. For the most part, I don't really care about campaign speeches because they're literally all the same. I mean, genuinely, like they're all the same. Hassan's speech was pretty good, you know. It's spicy. It seems like an effort to sort of redirect the energy of the party in a very specific way. You know, I don't think he's running for office or anything lame like that, but I do think that he's trying to sort of coherently direct, you know, attention and energy with a specific tone. Saw you at the rally. You looked a bit overstimulated. I can't really contest you on that because I was in a packed nightclub where people were screaming really loud, and I had been shaking hands for like 4 hours beforehand. I can't contest your assertion, so I'll let you have it. You know, normally I'd argue with you, but I won't this time. Jamal Bowman was also amazing. Yeah, no, he did a good job. Yeah, very high energy. People were losing it with Hassan there. Where's his speecherino? There it is. That's the guy.
But I don't think I'm going to need to do that. And that's precisely the reason why not only the Republicans, but some of these do-nothing Democrats have been actively fighting back to make sure this necessary change within the party doesn't happen. So we have a goal. We have to vote them out. So when I say Shoika Chakrabarti, I want you to say change the party.
I watched the rally because I thought you were going to give a speech. You should pay more attention when I talk about events that I'm going to.
Shoika Chakrabarti. Shoika Chakrabarti. Shoika Chakrabarti. These budgets. We say no more. Collaborators too. There's a reason why they're not only coming after me, but they're coming after all of these wonderful candidates that are putting the working class first in their message, in their platforms, in their policies, because they're terrified. They're terrified of the fight. They don't want to have that fight. And I'm not just talking about the Republicans either. We know that the Republican Party is a reactionary scourge in this country. We know they're fascists. We know they're racist. We know they're warmongers. But we say no more to the Democratic collaborators too.
I was talking about this with Ben, but like one of the reasons why rallies and campaign speeches and interviews for the most part are so boring to me is because the line between right and wrong has never been more obvious. We're not really splitting hairs over technically difficult moral or logistical problems. One side of the duopoly is just in favor of like pedophilia and raping the country to death. They fight for child molestation and the end of the world. And on the Democrat side, at least, you have some variety. So I get like having the correct positions is very boring to me. Yes, obviously Medicare for all. Yes, obviously end the genocide. What are you going to say up there? You're pro-genocide? I didn't come to the rally expecting that. I guess it would be more interesting if they did say that. That'd be very novel if they pulled that one out, out of their hat. But the energy, I guess, the thing that interests me most is we need to move from having the correct positions, which is again boring, banal, important but boring, to something that really energizes people, which is enormous, overwhelming amount of hate. Which is why I liked Hassan's speech the most, even more than Choikot or anyone else is there, because you need to tap into the critical messaging here. Being right is what, enough of the billionaire class. Okay, yeah. Everyone says this. Who's the enemy and how much do you hate them? See, it frustrates me that Democrats still won't settle on the messaging that Republicans are evil. It's crazy. Like, they fucking are. Most of the speakers there were a bit sloppulist. Can I be so for real with you? I think the term sloppulist is massively overused. I don't think you can call it slopulism unless it is senseless, or if you're advocating for something stupid because it sounds populist. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the stuff that gets called slopulist is literally just good and correct. Like, Plattner says a lot of stuff that is good and correct, and people are like, oh, he's a slopulist. He's not a slopulist. He's a populist. It describes an affect, right, and his interests. But what's the slop there? I mean, he's just correct in the thing that the stuff that he believes. I don't know. Like, is it slop when you don't elaborate on everything with policy wonkery? I don't really get it. If anything, the Republican Party is way more slopulist than the progressive Democrats, Yeah, anyway, I think it's a very overused term. Reform here in the UK are slopulists? Yeah, like any fascist party would be at this point, I think.
And that's precisely the reason why you have bipartisan congresspersons coming out together with Mike Lawler in New York, alongside Josh Gottheimer from New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Because they put Israel's interests first above your interests. Fuck Israel! I didn't say that. I'm not trying to get Choikot in trouble tonight, okay? He told me, yeah, free Palestine!
Anyway, yeah, having the right positions is one thing. But adopting the proper tone. Look, I'm not feeling very good for the country politically right now for reasons that are both broadly known and also specific to the news of the past 24 hours. It's very, very important that voters understand, like, where we're at right now, Lamau, 10 out of 10 pivot by Hassan. What was pivot? Is that a pivot? I feel like he was distracting from a point. People be saying all kinds of words these days. They're inventing words. They're using them with novel definitions that I've never encountered before. I don't even know who a slopulist. I don't even know who it applies to anymore. A lot of people would probably call me, I feel like it can't be about your positions, because I don't get called a slopulist. Really, I get called lots of stuff, not really a slopulist. But position-wise, I agree with these people. So I don't know what it refers to. Maybe it's just a way of calling someone dumb. Like, it's like a sneering globehead liberal thing to do, where they're like, oh yeah, you might believe in the correct things, but you only do it because you're stupid. You just like it because it sounds good. So that's what I think. That's it on it. I think that's like the affect, right? That's what it feels like to me a little bit, like, oh yeah, okay, so Medicare for all would be empirically, like, mathematically superior to our current system, but like, you just like it because Bernie said it, because it's like sticking it to the elites. You're just doing class resentment politics. It's just a coincidence your policy is objectively better, I don't know. Anyway, it was a good time. It was a good time. I shook a lot of hands there, a lot of fancy pants people. I'm not going to list everyone's names off, but I had a very good time. Must have taken 4 dozen photos with fans. Probably not 4 dozen, maybe 3 dozen. You know. Were there any haters? No. Nah, everyone was real nice. Yeah, Ben uploaded a bunch of pics to PV Socials. I haven't looked at it yet. I haven't peeped it. I haven't peeped through it.